So mistake number 3 that people make when attempting to network is they attempt to network without a plan. Now, I'm sure no one in this room has ever gone out to execute something without a plan, a written plan, not one in your head, but on paper. However, I see this quite a lot. We have big dreams, we have big goals, we have big requirements, and we think, great, we're gonna go out and take the world by fire, and we don't have anything written down. Mary Kay once taught me the faintest ink is better than the best memory. And what you do, and it's true, and you go out there, and this is why I'm sharing this with you, because I hear a lot of people throwing shade on networking. Networking groups, networking, oh, it doesn't work, and I'm like, really? Well, how are you doing it? Because it works for me all the time. And it's important to have a plan. And I'm not talking an MBA plan where you got to go back to school to learn how to write the plan. I'm talking just like 3 bullets on a piece of paper, cocktail napkin, hand. I've used it on my hand at times. And this is why it's important. Most of us spend more time planning a 7-day vacation than we do our lives. We spend a lot of money on looking good and being part of the right networking groups, whether it's $20, $200, $2,000, it doesn't matter. And we walk in and we go, I'm here. Who's going to talk to me? And when people don't just magically know who you are, we kind of get depressed or we get disappointed. And then we start thinking, well, this didn't work. And no, it works, but you didn't show up prepared. So if you would like to increase your chance of getting clients everywhere you go by 80%, may I see your hand? All right, awesome. So this is what's in it for you. When you go home tonight, or before we get to the networking portion of the evening, just write down 3 things that you desire to receive from this evening. Whether it's a specific connection, whether it's meeting someone to help you get hop, skip, and jump, whatever it is. You came here for a reason. You invested with a whole heart. The food was good, right? So one of your motivations is done. But I'm here to tell you, no matter how amazing you are, and I think you're all amazing because you wouldn't be here if you're not. If it's not written, it's not real. If it's not real, it's not going to work. How can you get somewhere if you don't know where there is? So action step is to create a plan. I'm going to share with you my definition of a plan. It basically is this, and it can be in 3 sentences. I invite you to create a plan that states the funnest, fastest, most profitable way to get the clients you want to get. I'll say that again because I know I talk fast. I would like your plan to be something as simple as the funnest, fastest, most profitable way to get to where you want to be, with whom you want to hang out with and do business with. That's my idea of a plan. Funnest? Funnest. I put fun first for a reason. You'll get to know that later. Funnest, fastest. Hey, I'm not getting any younger. I got things to do, people to see. Fastest, most enjoyable, right? Profitable. Profitable. I love what I do, but I don't want to be doing it all day long. I've got other things to make happen. And one of the things that I share, if you're a salesperson who owns or manages a territory, or you work for yourself, you gave up the security of a net, the least you could do is work with people you love. And if you don't love them, let them go. Someone else will. So, and know that this is a fluid plan. As you grow, the plan will change, your markets change. But I'd like to share with you 2 client stories, so it's not just me telling you. 2 client stories. One is Charlene. She's a 10-year veteran with her business. She's been in sales almost all her working life. And she was kind of like burnt and not excited about what she did. I said, Char, write this down. Doesn't matter what you want to do, just tell me the funnest, fastest, most profitable way to get where you want to go. Because she had a number she wanted to reach, and she was like, ugh. She did it, and then one of my other clients who came in at the same time, she was brand new. She is a nurse by profession, wanted to start a new business. She has a talent that she really wanted to share. No clients, no business plan. I'm like, come sit with me, child. We got to get a business plan. And she's like, okay, what is it? I'm like, the funnest, fastest, most profitable way to do what you want to do. Within 7 days, both of them were calling me up like, Kim, I wrote it down. One of them said, I wrote it down on a cocktail napkin and the phone is ringing. And it's the exact person I wrote down. And the other one was going to networking events because she was brand new. And she's like, Kim, I'm bumping into them everywhere I go. And I know what to say. And I'm like, write it down. It becomes real. So All right, so in summary with that, you want to create the funnest, fastest, most profitable way to get there. And basically, it's writing down the exciting outcome you want to have, right? Like you want to make a lot of money, do a lot of deals, see a lot of people, great. Write down, this is the other half of the equation which people don't understand, you'll understand with mistake number 2. Write down the outcome that you would like the other person to have with you. A simple action plan that helps focus you on specific activities that bring these results. And a plan that allows you to help people, the people that you meet, to find solutions by sharing your expertise in a world-class way. So I'll say that again because I kind of did that a little clumsy. Basically, having a plan that allows you to meet people that you can help find solutions for them, which creates a trigger reaction, right, cause and effect, that makes them want to help you share your solutions to the people they know in a world-class way. Make sense? Thanks for letting me use my notes. So, mistake number 2. This is something that happens in every network event. We're all guilty of this, except I'm sure you aren't, but I have. I'll tell you that in the beginning I made this mistake. Mistake number 2. When you're at an event, or you're lucky enough to have the phone ring, we tend to make the mistake of making the conversation all about ourselves and our needs, right? So the mistake you make is making the conversation all about you. If someone's calling you, what do they really want you to focus on? Right. So, and I don't want anyone to feel bad if you're like, oh, Kim, I resemble that remark. It happens, and know this, networking is a skill. I was honest with you, I didn't hatch out of egg. If you knew me before my 27th birthday, you'd been like, Kim, I can't believe it's you, you're so quiet. You know, we all evolve. But this is the biggest mistake, and this is where people kind of lose out on their market share and on all the best things that networking can provide. So if you can indulge me, let me paint a picture for you about an average networking event. Do I have permission to use my humor? Okay. There's 4 people. There's 4 ways that you make this mistake. I have the wall, right? Okay. I'll say. First one, no. I'm like the Buster Keaton, line of comedy, like, or Jim, to update myself, Jim Carrey. The wallflowers, right? They come over like this. They're at the walls, they're literally hugging the walls. They might use their drink and food as a shield. Okay? They're scanning. They're just kind of looking around and like, oh my God, there's people. They're very uncomfortable to be in the room, and they don't mean to, but they're making it all about themselves because they're more worried about how they feel than who's there to meet them. Then, these are my favorite. I call them the hit and run snipers. Have you ever seen them? They're like, hi, how are you? Here you go. And they go. And you don't even know who spoke to you, and you got this thing in your hand, and it may or may not make sense, and you're like, who was that masked person? Then there's what I call affectionately the sellers. They're like, hi, I want to tell you about me. And when it's done, I'm going to make you want to buy. So get out your checkbook because I'm the greatest thing that ever happened. And I'm worth like everything with sliced bread. And before you know it, not only are they making the conversation all about themselves, they're pitching you. And you haven't even had a chance to say, hello, my name is. And then these are my favorites. And I get it. These are what I call the Klingons. You go to say hello to them, or they get the courage to say hello to you, and you're nice, and you're like, hello, and you start a conversation, and it's great, and you think this is a really great connection, and they won't let go of you, literally. Or they won't let go of the conversation, and they don't know how to open it up to other people, because at networking events, it's not high school. You can interrupt people's conversations. People will make room for one more, but they don't have that understanding, and they don't have that skill, and you literally can't, you're afraid to leave because you don't want to be rude. And so these are the 4 mistakes.